Hello and welcome to the very first How It You Go podcast. We don't have any special effects. Ah!
Yeah! We're bad.
So as you can tell from the title and my shirt, what are we going to be talking about?
Godzilla!
It's Gojira.
Shut up!
Not Gozira.
Godzilla.
Sponsored by Culver's.
Not really. We're gonna get sued after this.
That's stupid. Shut up. So basically what we're going to be doing for this podcast is, stop it. I see your eyebrows in the camera.
Alright, continue.
What we're going to be doing, the How It You Go podcast, we're going to take ideas in how I wonder video games, like how Jurassic World 2 should go, how video games series should go, like Halo 5, or how updates for iPhone games even. And today we're going to be doing how the Godzilla series should go. I'm not going to edit that out because I can't with my software. Alright, so
Dramatic pause.
we're going to start off. We're going to say best for last, so Justin, go first.
Oh, fuck you. Alright. God damn it.
What?
God. I don't know.
Justin came unprepared.
I did.
I told him to prepare,
I didn't.
and he couldn't.
No. It's against my nature. I procrastinate. But I think... Fuck you with your cough.
I couldn't hold my breath. Fake coughing, maybe cough. Alright, go.
Alright, so in the next Godzilla movie, I kind of want them to bring back Mechagodzilla. Just because that's my favorite character. Stop it, you shit!
Welcome to the Interruption Podcast. So yeah, Mechagodzilla. I agree. Keep going. There's got to be multiple movies, because that's how Godzilla works.
Mm-hmm.
You don't simply have just like maybe one movie in a Godzilla franchise. Even the first Godzilla, that's what every other one is based off of.
The reason
Unless it's 1998.
That didn't happen.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a separate monster altogether.
Zilla! I'm glad they killed him.
Oh yeah.
Keep going.
But I want them to have like the Monster Island is called.
Yeah, Monster Island with everything.
Yeah, and I want him or more than one to be like a guard or guards around the island, so that the monsters can't escape. But in the end, they just use Godzilla.
You want? Oh, you want more than one Mechagodzilla?
Yeah.
That would be cool. What if they brought back Mogra? Mogra and Mechagodzilla, and like a Mecha King, almost Mecha King Ghidorah. Except it would have to be fully mechanical. Maybe a Jet Jaguar returns.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my god, that would be so cool. Freaking Mogra, Mechagodzilla, and Jet Jaguar, the guards of Monster Island. I would love to see that,
That
actually.
would be interesting.
That's pretty good for coming up with something right on the spot. Yeah. Watch that on RoosterTeeth.com.
Wait. If only.
On the spot.
Yeah, on the spot.
Yeah, keep going.
Where was I?
Wait, is this gonna be... Because I'm actually getting more ideas from your idea. Yeah. Is this gonna be one movie, or, like, just they have them all built to guard Monster Island, or are we gonna see a new machine every other movie, and then, like, the final one, they're the guards of Monster Island, and they end up getting, like, say, hacked by aliens, and then, you know, now you have Mogra, Mechagodzilla, and Jet Jaguar, along with every monster on Monster Island, attacking the world.
I think it would be like that, multiple movies.
Well, yeah, I mean, it has to be. It's a Godzilla franchise. Also, that would be a lot to put into one movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the latest movies with Mechagodzilla was, I think it was just called Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, and then Tokyo SOS. Love both of those, actually. I love the design, but I hate how they called him Kiryu. It's like, it's Mechagodzilla, not Kiryu. Alright, so how would any other movies go?
Well, I'm gonna stick with the Mecha Hulk thing. I want them to bring a new one in.
You don't, or
no,
you do?
I want them.
You want them to?
Yeah, like I've never seen before monster.
How would you put this monster together? Like, what would it be?
I want to say it would have like a mixture in between. I can never remember. It's like the shell one. It's not like the turtle. It's got like spikes all over its shell, and it
Oh, Anguirus?
yeah, and a mixture.
The shell one.
I couldn't
It's
remember.
not
his
like
name.
a turtle, but it's got spikes on its shell. I was like,
It's
Gamera?
And Gamera. Or not.
Gamera!
No, not Gamera.
Gamera! Gamera is really neat. He is filled with turtle meat. Children all love Gamera.
And then, shit.
He will bring you to his van, touch you like no other can. Please don't tell I'm Gamera.
I'm really bad with these names.
What monster are you thinking?
Gigan.
Gigan is cool.
A mixture of that one and Gigan.
Anguirus and Gigan?
Yeah.
Don't bring hybrids into this. Don't do that. No. I can't see like having a mechanical monster like Anguirus that's based on defense.
Yeah.
Instead of attack like Mogra or Mechagodzilla or Jaguar. This one's got like an impenetrable defense, which would be really cool. Made of adamantium. Marvel owns them now. Actually, Godzilla did go head-to-head in Thor in a comic once. Which I'm also going to bring comics into mine, so...
Alright, go ahead.
No, keep going. You're not done.
I know I'm not done, I'm just saying you can.
No. You go, and then I'll go, and then we'll finish up.
And then we'll go, and then we'll...
That's how this goes.
Yeah, I know.
That's how this goes. With you going, I go, then we go finish up. That's how it goes. Right. I can't... I was going to say the Go podcast. On the go.
Isn't that a thing?
On the go. Probably. Just keep going.
We're really bad at keeping topic.
Yeah. Makes it more interesting.
Quite. Alright.
Well, there it is.
He's
single.
I am single.
I mean, I am too, but... Yeah.
18.
Well, I'm 18, that doesn't matter. There's thousands of women 18 and over. But I'm also more attractive.
Yeah, because every woman is gonna watch this and say, "Hey, they're hot."
Yeah, they're gonna say, "Hey, that one in the red shirt's hot."
Wearing blue.
What?
I don't know.
Alright, just keep going. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Apologies for getting off topic. This is about Godzilla, not me being more attractive than him.
I'm wearing blue.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I'm already blue. Just keep going.
Well, I'm not already blue. I said I'm wearing blue.
Oh.
Alright,
That's more gray.
Yeah. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, and then,
The impenetrable defense.
The impenetrable defense. Yeah. And then, it's not just the aliens that, hack them, but they also bring down Space Godzilla. And not the other one. Not the old one. A new one.
You copied me, didn't you? You read what mine was, didn't you?
I don't remember.
It's probably a subconscious thing, because I bring Space Godzilla into mine, and it's got to...
Oopsie.
It's similar.
I still like the whole crystal thing he has.
Yeah. Alright, keep going.
That's all I got.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
How does it finish? How does the series finish?
It would finish primarily that Godzilla and Mecha and one of the other ones work together to take him down, I guess.
To take down Space Godzilla?
Yeah.
That's exactly the premise of Space Godzilla. Godzilla and Mogra versus Space Godzilla.
Well, I don't think I've ever watched that one, to be honest.
What?
Yeah. I watched quite a few, but not as much as you have.
It's very rare. I don't think I know anybody that's seen as much Godzilla as I have. I don't own them all, but I've seen them all. Some of them I wish I hadn't, but...
Yeah.
Alright, so, recap on your premise.
So, individual movies stating that they have made multiple robotic monster type.
Is this going to be like back-to-back movies, or it's like every other movie they introduce a new mechanic? Like they'll introduce Mechagodzilla in one, do a completely different movie just to introduce monsters, then Mogra, then different monsters, Jaguar, different monsters, and then the new one, and then Monster Island.
Yeah.
Okay. there you go. Justin's.
Oh, God, thank you.
Godzilla series, the Justin edition.
Boom.
Mine's better.
Probably.
Because I frickin' prepared it. But actually, that's the reason I came up.
Good, though, for just on the
for
spot.
being... I don't know, sound effects.
Yeah. Explosion.
But mine is actually the reason this podcast was created. I started ranting about it. Like, I saw a video on YouTube saying what they should put in the next Godzilla movie, and they put a lot of stuff. I'm like, I agree, but that's too much for one movie. And I went on a rant, and I ended up coming up with this idea. So, we're going from the 2014 Godzilla movie, by the way. So, there are... let's see. Gotta try to remember how I would start it off. So, yeah. There's the 2014 movie. And then the next one is obviously already announced. Mothra, King Ghidorah, and Rodan. Yes. When I heard about... you, shut up. I don't believe you're a fan anymore.
A Rodan?
Rodan.
I freaking love Rodan.
You do? Okay, well, stop being quiet. You're not allowed to be. We don't have mics to whisper into.
That's right.
We're poor right now.
We have a mic.
We're not using it. It's not compatible.
No.
But, so there's that movie. They already had that premise. I'm going to actually kind of cancel that out. It'll come into play in the end. But I'm also going to put the comic books into play. Mainly, Godzilla Goes to Hell. That'll be the very end, though. Because it requires Godzilla to die. But, spoilers. For something that's probably never going to happen.
Yeah.
So, basically, it's like after the whole fight, King Ghidorah, Mothra, Rodan, don't know what's going to happen there. Super excited. But, after that, it's going to be Baby Godzilla. I loved Baby Godzilla in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, and even Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, and then Godzilla vs. Destroyer. Baby Godzilla was awesome. He was cute, and then he became badass. Mm-hmm. I just loved the whole premise of Baby Godzilla. So, I'm going to bring him back. And that's not going to be the main focus at all. I say bring back Anguirus. Or Anguirus, or whatever. However you pronounce it, I've heard multiple. I say Anguirus, and maybe that should be it, but make him a little bit more powerful than they have in the past. I liked your idea with the whole... So I might make a few edits to my original idea, because I do like the whole mechanical monsters. Like, a lot of them. I like those ideas. So I say Godzilla versus Anguirus, and Anguirus may be a mutated armadillo. And see, in mine, they're not, like, natural monsters, for the most part. Some of them will be. Most of them have been created by, and they're being kept on Monster Island. See, Monster Island, in my, at least, there's a bunch of scientists doing tests, and they create these giant monsters, and sometimes they'll get out, or sometimes they'll get out. You'll understand that later. Shut up.
Alright.
But, pretty much what I'm thinking is, Godzilla, like, Monster Island, they're doing tests, blah, blah, blah. They're scientists trying to revolutionize, you know, everything as we know it. Or so they say. Mm-hmm. They're aliens, okay? Aliens is also, like, is as much of a theme in Godzilla as fighting as fighting other monsters are. It's nothing really new, but I'm bringing kind of a new thing. Like, obviously, aliens, every time they're taking over the planet. Like, Final Wars, they get a bunch of monsters to take over the planet. That's kind of what it's going to be like in mine. Except, it's like these... Sometimes there will be a natural one, like King Ghidorah and Gaiken and Space Godzilla. No, King Ghidorah and Space Godzilla would be natural, along with Mothra and Rodan, because they're already, you know, in it. So Mothra, King Ghidorah, Rodan, and Space Godzilla are natural-ish for Space Godzilla.
Yeah.
But, so, that's the second movie. Kind of the ending of this next movie will introduce Monster Island. at the end, like an end credit thing. That's become popular these days. So say there's like scientists, and they're like, they look at each other, and it's one says, prepare the next test, and then it kind of pans out, and you see an island. Ooh, Monster Island. Perfect. Sets it up. Next movie, we get a little bit more into what's going on at Monster Island. You know, the scientists or whatever. We don't know they're aliens in this movie or the next, but after that we will. But we think they're trying to, you know, create weapons to protect the country or protect the planet from aliens. That's what they kind of claim. Or even just sometimes a genetic mutation to cure a disease goes wrong. Like I said, they're just creating an army to be able to take over the planet. And sometimes in the movies, one will get out and Godzilla will defeat it. And that is their obstacle, is Godzilla, obviously. So, this is going to go over with a few movies. I'm thinking the third to last movie. I don't know how many movies I can really make out of this. I gotta kind of space it out a bit better than I explained it to myself earlier. But I'm thinking the third to last movie, we introduce Mechagodzilla. And then the second to last movie, there's a bunch of the robots, like Mogra, Jet Jaguar, and Mechagodzilla, just like you said. Maybe even Mecha King Ghidorah. Instead of, you know, creating a new one, bring back Mecha King Ghidorah because, you know, probably going to die in this next movie coming in 2018. So, that's going to be the second to last movie. Technically third to last, actually.
Right, continue. Just ignore it.
I wonder if that caught on the audio. Probably, because that's loud.
It will.
But,
my apologies.
we're in his basement.
Mm-hmm.
That's our studio.
For now.
Wah, wah. Would have been better if we used the room. But, okay, so the second or third to last movie is... so much yelling.
Right. Yeah, I apologize.
It's terrible.
I hate my house.
It's so hard to do now. But I'm thinking, oh, you know, all those try to kind of contain the monsters in Monster Island a bit more. By this time, we know they're aliens, but we don't want them to know that we know they know. Wait.
Yes.
What? We don't want them to know that we know that they're aliens. Yeah, that's what I mean. Shut up.
Yes. No,
Stop
you got
it.
That right.
Yeah, that time I got it right. The last time I didn't. But keep coughing. But we just do that, and we kind of like offer the protection of Monster Island with the monsters, with the mechanical monsters, so they don't get out. But they want them to get out to test them. So sometimes they'll sabotage it, and then they gain control of Jet Jaguar and Mogra. But not Mechagodzilla. Because Mechagodzilla, I'm taking the Tokyo SOS and that it's got the DNA of the OG Godzilla. Or, in this case, since there were more Godzillas, like they're Godzillasaurs, he wasn't genetically mutated in this version, which I do like that. I like that change. Mm-hmm. Like, he was just woken up, but they found a skeleton.
Again, apologies. Oh my god.
Okay.
Welcome to my loud house.
What was I saying? Oh yeah.
DNA.
Yeah, DNA. In the 2014 Godzilla movie, what?
I said Dino DNA.
Shut up! Well, technically it is Dino DNA.
Go on.
Jurassic World Godzilla. Yeah.
Crossover.
Ooh, actually I forgot about that. In between, there's a crossover between King Kong and Godzilla, and Gamera. If Legendary Studios can buy Gamera, that would be awesome. That would be amazing.
Are they trying to?
I want them to, so that we can have Godzilla versus Gamera finally, even though we know Godzilla would win. Because giant turtle, giant dragon.
Yeah. There's yeah.
But
You can
anyway,
spin one.
so it's like somewhere in between there. It's gonna not really gonna have anything to do with the story. More just have Godzilla vs King Kong and Godzilla vs Gamera movies. That would be just awesome by himself. But to continue with my story, they get the DNA from the skeleton that they found. They kind of use that as the basis for the shell of Mechagodzilla, much like in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla and then Godzilla Tokyo SOS. That's what they did with the original Godzilla. But since in this one there is no original Godzilla from 1954, the one in the movie is the original. We just we just use that random skeleton and use it. And since it's got the actual DNA, it gains its own consciousness, so it can work on its own, but we still have control over it, and we don't lose control. That doesn't happen like it did in Tokyo SOS or Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. We don't lose control over it this time, but it has its own consciousness, so they cannot reboot it or anything. Like, that kind of thing. So it kind of fights back, gets a little destroyed. We rebuild it more, and it helps Godzilla defeat monsters, blah, blah, blah. This could even be a part 1, part 2 thing. But at the end, much like in Godzilla Final Wars, there's this big monster, but instead of having it be King Ghidorah, Monster X, it's going to be Space Godzilla. I'm bringing him back. He did that too. That's why I said he copied me, because I was like, this is very similar to mine. Bringing back Space Godzilla for like the final boss. Except that I'm thinking, should I bring in the fact that Godzilla can have the red beam too? Not just the standard blue atomic breath, but the red spiral beam. You got a notification.
I'd say even go further, like white or something.
White. That's pretty close to the blue. Maybe green.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking maybe the red ray or whatever. But basically what happens is Godzilla and Space Godzilla are even matches for each other. And ultimately kill each other. So Godzilla dies in the final movie. But okay, I messed that up. Godzilla dies in the final movie. Earth is left without its savior. No protection from future aliens. Baby Godzilla. Baby Godzilla. And it's not... Baby Godzilla might start out a bit cute just because, it's a baby. It's not going to be like the 80s or 90s Baby Godzilla cute. It's going to just actually kind of look like Godzilla. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be like 1998 Godzilla, where they ripped off raptors. So it's going to be like, oh, it's a cute because it's a baby. Then it gets bigger, and it still looks vicious. And can kill people very easily. But it just grows up, and that's the new savior of Earth. Kind of stealing from Godzilla vs. Destroyer, except in that when Baby Godzilla died, and that was resurrected from the atomic stuff that was released when Godzilla melted.
Can I cut you off really quickly?
Go ahead.
I know we both agree that the Zilla is a shitty Godzilla, and it would be better as a separate monster, right?
Still bad movie, but as a separate monster, it would be actually a cool fight.
I was thinking, since you were going with all the genetic altering stuff, since Godzilla
I swear, if you say genetically alter an iguana, I'm gonna kill you.
Genetically alter a, well, no. They altered the DNA of the Godzilla Zor.
The baby Godzilla?
No, not the baby Godzilla. They don't know it exists.
What?
Just bear with me.
What?
If they don't know the baby Godzilla exists, they try to make a new Godzilla.
And it turns out to be Zilla.
Yeah, it turns out to be Zilla.
Ooh, I like that, actually.
And then when baby Godzilla grows up, it faces Zilla.
I do like this idea. I do. But let's say, it's like, baby Godzilla, now full-grown Godzilla, now the savior of Earth, and then from beneath Monster Island, just the ground shakes, and just an explosion, boom, Zilla, but a more badass version that you will actually, that's actually likable.
Mm-hmm.
Still no atomic breath, maybe healing. How about regular fire breath instead of atomic breath?
Yeah.
Because it's not a nuclear mutation. It's just a regular it's an alien mutation. So that would be a separate movie of its own after the movie where Godzilla dies. The movie where Godzilla dies, he's dead. End of it.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's our podcast. No. Ew. Any shut up. Anyway, so this is where the comic book comes into play.
A very epic one at that.
We were at this comic book store, and we saw there was Godzilla comics, and I was like, that is awesome. I made the mistake of buying the very last chapter, or last comic book in the series of comics, instead of the first one. I read the first one. Nothing but pictures, and it's badass. It was awesome. Which I still confused as why they had the first volume and the last volume, but nothing in between.
Yeah.
That kind of pissed me off. I would have bought all of them then and there. But, so what I'm thinking, Godzilla Goes to Hell. Just list that title alone.
That sounds epic.
So, the way that movie would start off is it starts off with the end of the last movie, Godzilla and Space Godzilla killing each other. But since Space Godzilla is more of a creation to kill Godzilla, Space Godzilla was the first attempt, Zilla is the second.
Mm-hmm.
But Space Godzilla, it was a mutation, doesn't have a soul. Godzilla was born a legitimate animal, so there's a soul. So he ends up going to hell, and even though he's the good guy in this, like he was in the 2014 movie, still a lot of people have died because of him. So he has to face all of the evil souls that... Like, well, read the comic first, honestly, and then listen to this, because it will make a lot more sense, and it's a lot cooler, but it takes, like, a reincarnate of Godzilla, different from Space Godzilla. It's like Satanzilla or something, I don't know, I'm just calling it that. And it can transform into anything. It's Godzilla's true worthy adversary. It's basically the devil in Godzilla incarnate. And Godzilla faces off with the devil. And he fucks shit up in hell. Godzilla doesn't take shit from anybody, not even Satan. So I don't know, really, I have a few bugs to work out, bit of plot holes to work out in that type of movie, but that's still the premise of that I love. And that would be just incredible to see. Now, after that, I'm gonna add it, the whole Zilla thing, where they didn't, like, with Space Godzilla was more of a success because they had actual DNA from Godzilla in that.
Yeah.
In the Zilla, they didn't. They just tried to recreate it. Mm-hmm. So technically Zilla would actually be the first, and Space Godzilla would be the second one. Zilla would be the failure, but still incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
So then it would be Baby Godzilla, which is just Godzilla now, versus Zilla, and it's an actual epic battle instead of what we got in Final Wars, which I still really like because it's like saying how useless Zilla was, which really, Zilla sucked in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
In the movie Godzilla, 1998 Godzilla, that movie sucked. Zilla was just a total pussy.
Yeah.
Man, we went so long without going vulgar.
We did. Shit.
But we did go long without being vulgar. Ah, shit!
Fuck!
Fuck nuggets. I don't know.
Alright, continue.
Viewer discussion is advised.
Not really.
No, it's not.
Fuck you guys.
Give me 5, I don't give a shit. Stupid. But, yeah, that's my idea for the Godzilla series. Obviously, a few kinks to work out. He should have come more prepared, and that kind of threw me off a bit. We'll be more prepared for the next one. Jurassic World 2.
Mm-hmm.
How would you go?
Yeah.
See you next time. So, shut up.
That's the worst
I hope
part
you
about
know this is going to be the end. Have fun. Oh, wait. Forgot one thing.
What? Fuck.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. I will put the links in the description below. Possibly.
Kinda.
But Raptor Claw Studio, Gamer King Incorporated,
God damn it, the dot.
and then Cheese Couch.
We need more employees.
I'm going to post this on Raptor Claw and Cheese Couch.
I'll be posting it on Gamer
He'll be
King.
posting it on Gamer King. So, if you're whatever channel you're watching it on, go subscribe to the others. Have fun. Bye.